okay? So we're going to do a little work here, holding onto the block and hug the block. So I like to take it kind of the low width, the smaller width, right? And you're squeezing in. And then let's take the hands onto the hips. I've got my thumbs here on the sides of the sacrum, okay, right below the hip bone here. And yeah, so from here, we're going to root down through the legs and feet first. You can feel that rooting through the tailbone. And then we lift up through the side body, heads of the arm bones back, shoulders back. You can let your hands open up here. It's called Anahatasana. I really like this one for just a hormone balance. Great for us as women. Opening up the circulation of the heart. And then on the exhalation, you're going to keep squeezing that block as you fold forward, sending the hip creases back. Take your big toes here. And inhale, look up. Imagine you're going to pull the toes to the front of the mat. And exhale, bend your elbows wide and fold. Yeah. Okay, so the hugging of the block really gives you a sense of focus, right? It's hugging the muscles to the bone, stabilizing the core. And then from that stabilization, we can let go more. We can open up more. We can soften into that structure. Relax your jaw, your eyes, smile. Here you are in your practice. What a gift. What a wonderful gift to be able to give our bodies, our minds. Beautiful, the deep self-care. Exhaling all the breath out. Inhale, look up. Bring your hands to the hips and exhale, and then inhale. Come on up to standing. We'll take our block out here. How are you guys doing? Good? Okay, awesome. So let's take our hands to our hips. We're going to do some hip circles. So, but go slow and keep your legs straight, which is gives you a different angle of stretch in the hips. So the butt goes way back and then comes forward. Yeah, and you should be able to, when you go slow, you should really feel this in your hip flexors, kind of all around. And then let's switch the direction to the left, over to the right. Yeah, maybe 3 times. Beautiful. That's great. And then exhale here. So let's bring our feet together just for a moment in the mountain pose. Yep. This is such a great pose that we don't always spend a lot of time in. So just take a few good long breaths here. Spread your toes, open your palms. Just embody really the frequency of mountain here. Presence, stillness, steadfast. And you'll slowly begin to feel your muscles relax, the tension fall away. Great. This will kind of be our Tadasana. We'll take this into each of the standing poses. So we're going to step the feet a good distance apart. You can have your block handy if you like. Yeah. So we'll start with turning the right foot out, sweeping the arms wide on the in-breath. And then on the out-breath, we'll bend our right knee over the ankle and come right into extended side angle. So this is where you can use your block. If you don't want to do that, you can take your arm to your thigh and spin the left arm over the head. Yes, good, Sarah. So you should have a nice extension, feeling of extension and length from the outer left foot to the fingertips. Breathe. It's so amazing sometimes just to feel the shapes in the body that the body's taking, right? The angles, the clarity, the focus. And then we soften into those lines. Let the creativity flow. Smile. Infuse your body with light and love. Gorgeous. And then exhale, look down. We'll slide our way back up. Turn over to the other side. Take your block with you if you're using a block. And we'll inhale the arms wide. Exhale, bend the front knee over the ankle. Take that extended side angle. Somebody asked me the other day what I love about yoga, what I have always loved about yoga. And it really is this like infusion of spirit, this deep connection of the universal into the individual into the universal. So we're always connecting with the bigger energy here in our bodies. And then we'll inhale, come on up. Turn the feet. Toe heel the feet in. Shake it out for a moment. Yeah, good. And then, so when we're working these angles and things in the body, it's nice to also just shake them out and get the spiral movements. So let's take triangle pose into half moon. Okay, so we'll separate our feet again. Right foot turns out. Use the block if needed. Inhale, a big breath with the arms wide. Stretch open the toes, the hands. And exhale, up and over. Hand comes to the ankle or block. And then turn and look up. I don't know if I'll ever not love this pose. It's just a feel-good pose. So we draw the outer right hip back. Extend long from the tail to the crown. Yeah, infuse with a smile, an inner smile. Inhale. And exhale, we'll look down at our foot. Now we're going to take it into the half moon. So you can take a step in with your back foot, walk your block out or your hand, and come on up. You can always start with your left hand on your hip. You want to first stabilize the posture. Good, and then the arm comes up. Eventually the gaze goes up. We smile with our floating foot. Arms reach, extend. Beautiful. And then we'll just come right back out, bending the front knee. Reach your left heel all the way back into triangle pose just for a moment, and then we come up and walk the feet to the other side, taking your block with you. Great. Okay. So, well, from here, inhale the arms up. So feel the focal point either at your navel center or your heart center. Yeah, and just radiate from there. And then exhale, reach the left arm out and come down into triangle pose. Beautiful. And turning up to look at your thumb. Thumb is right over the mouth. Good, nice, Kim. And settle in. So yeah, you can feel these lines, shapes, triangles. Let the prana, the energy, flow through the structure. Take another breath. And exhale, look down at your foot. Make your way in a couple of steps up to the half moon. Taking your time. So the outer left hip pulls back and under. It's really like the back body is moving in to meet the front body, right? And there's this focal point in the middle. Excuse me. Coming out, we'll bend the knee, stretch the right leg back. Come back to triangle for a moment and then come on up. Turn the feet, toe heel it in. Great. And let's just shake it. Let's do a really intentional shake, jumping up and down if you like. This feels good to me. Ha, ha. Yeah, whatever needs to shake out. And then we'll come back to mountain pose. So we shake a lot of movement out and then we come back to a little bit of stillness, just feeling the beautiful contrast. Sometimes we need to shake and move, sometimes we just need to be still. So it's nice to give ourselves that option. Good, and then we're gonna stand on our left leg and just find the balance. And then we'll make our way into the tree. So you can either put your foot on your inner calf or bring it up if it goes to the inner thigh. And woo, and then the hands come to the heart for a sweet, intentional prayer. So you decide if this feels like your edge, you're just gonna stay here and breathe. If you want to go a little further, take your arms up overhead. The full Vrikshasana tree pose. You may feel your tree blowing in the wind. But your roots are strong. Your roots are steady. So can you relax a little bit into those roots? Yield. Great, and we're gonna go right from here into a hip opener. So arms come down, we'll take our right ankle, bring it just over the left thigh, and then bend your knee. And you just decide how far you wanna come down. It might just be a little bit. I like to really send the butt back, right? So you're getting that opening in the pelvic floor, the hips. You may rest your forearms on your shin. And if you're flexible in your hips, which I'm not on this side, you can touch the floor. Yeah. Great, and then inhale, we'll come on up. Coming back to a couple hip circles. Yeah. Nice little integration. And then we'll come up onto the right leg. So balancing poses, I feel, really invite the focus. So if you're feeling scattered, you can always oftentimes I'll just take this pose when I'm needing a little focus. Ooh, for some reason my leg is not sticking well on this side. There we go. So you might need a little extra effort if that's you. Yeah, arms can come up. Vrikshasana. Just embody your favorite tree right now. What's your favorite tree? Mine is feeling like the palm trees right now because they're lacking in my life. And then as you're ready, make your way out, woo, and into our hip opener. Yeah, so you want to keep your left foot a little bit flexed so that you're not pushing on the outer knee here. Send the buttocks back, bend forward. Smile. So when you meet those edges, can you be with them? Can you be with the discomfort, the uncomfortable sensations, and notice what happens? Great, last breath here, sinking in, diving in, and then inhale, come on up. Exhale, release it. Great, and let's circle the hips a few times. Come back to your mountain pose. Notice what's present. Close your eyes. Sometimes we might open up some uncomfortable places. Emotions might arise. Give it space. Give it time. Give it space. Give it breath. Give it presence. And then redirect, right? So if you find yourself caught in any kind of spiral, just coming back, redirecting your attention. And then let's make our way over to the front of our mats if you're not already. Yeah. And again, take a moment here, hands at the heart, close your eyes. Great. So we're going to take a slow sun salute here to some twisting. So exhale, release the arms. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, take that big dive, like big swan dive up and over into forward fold. Inhale, hands up the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, let's step the left leg back. Bring the back knee down to the floor. And then inhale, we'll sweep the arms up. Open your arms to the right. So both arms are going to open up. Look towards your back thumb. And then inhale again, reach the arms up. And see if you can twist a little deeper from your navel, opening it up. Then we're going to wrap our elbow to the outside of the knee. Hands will fold here at the heart. Good. And then we'll just work the twist from here. So you can either stay on your back knee. If you want to go a little deeper, lift the back leg off the floor. That feels a little intense for me. Yeah. Look to your side. Slow your breath down. One more breath in, full breath out as you twist. Good, inhale. We'll come back here with the hands. Go ahead and step back to plank pose. Come back to this core engaging posture and then lower down. And inhale, come into cobra. Exhale, lower. Push back to downward dog. Take a breath or two here. Great. Lift your left leg to the sky. Look between your hands and exhale, step through. Bring the back knee down. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, twist to your left. Open the arms wide. Look to your left. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale, go a little deeper this time, wrapping your elbow outside of your knee. Fold your hands at your heart. Good. Drop the hips deeper. Look to your side. Go slow with your breath. Just meet the edges. Don't be in a rush to get anywhere. Just settling in as you meet the edges. Good. And then on the inhale, release the hands. Good. We're going to step back this time to a puppy pose. So stretch back. Rest your forehead down. Try not to collapse your ribs, the lower ribs here. Keep the ribs knitting in because that'll keep a little opening through the kidneys. Beautiful. And then we'll walk our way up here onto all fours. Reach your left arm out to the side. We're going to thread the needle. So thread your left arm through. Come down onto your left shoulder and left side of your head. Good. And then you can lift your right arm to the sky or just keep the hand down. Looking over to your right. Exhale, release. Come on up, back up onto all fours for a moment. And then right arm out to the side. Inhale, exhale, thread it through. Come down onto your head. And breathe. Beautiful. Inhale, come back up onto all fours. And then exhale, let's walk it out. Again to puppy pose. This time come up onto your finger pad. So you're making little teepees out of your hands. And then you want to lift the armpits, lift the forearms, and just soften and melt your heart, your chest. This is really nice, opening through the lats, the side body. I'm feeling it. Great. And then inhale, we're going to come right down onto our forearms for the dolphin pose. So clasp your hands together. Bring your elbows shoulder width apart. Lean forward a little until you feel all the weight come into your forearms, and then tuck the toes, lift the hips. Keep pushing into the forearms, sliding your hips back. Yeah, and breathe. So we want to stay grounded, rooted through the forearms, and that's going to give us what we need to get more extension, to lift, right? It's like we really have to root to rise here. Yeah. We have to root to stretch ourselves. Good, and then exhale, knees to the floor. And we'll just come right back into child's pose with the arms extended out. Great. And then inhale, let's come on up and let's sit back on into Dandasana here. It's nice to just roll the thighs in, pull the buttocks out, bring the hands back behind you, and just sit up nice and tall in Dandasana. When you do this pose right, it really feels nice. The sacrum is pulling, top of the sacrum pulls in and up. Sense of the shoulders dripping back, and the chin just very gently gesturing towards the chest. So bringing in that Jalandhara Bandha. Eyes are soft. It's like you have sandbags on your thighs. There's a nice grounding feeling. And then inhale, reach the arms up, look to your thumbs. Hinge at your hips. Exhale, reach forward, take your big toes or your ankles. Inhale another breath, and as you're lifting your chest, you're grounding your thighs. And then exhale, bend your elbows, come forward. Don't worry about how far down you get. Just go to the first sensations and wait. Be patient. We'll take the sides of the feet now. Inhale, go maybe a little deeper. Taking a breath in, and then exhale, folding down and in. Good, inhale, come back up. Exhale, we'll slide our hands back about 6 to 8 inches. You can always have your knees bent here with your feet down if that's easier. But first we're going to bend the elbows, roll the shoulders back, and then you hoist the hips up and send the inner feet to the floor. Ooh, this is not easy this morning. So if you don't want to do that one, you can bend your knees and lift the hips. This one feels great too. And good. Exhale, lower down. Stretch the legs out again. And let's fold the right leg out to the side. Bring your foot in. Yeah. Good. And then inhale, both arms up. Move your right ribs towards your left thigh and exhale, fold forward. Take a hold of your ankle or your foot. Inhale again and exhale, fold. Yeah, good. Deep bow. Find the slow and steady rhythm of your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, come on up. Good. Exhale, stretch out your right leg. Pull your left knee out to the side and draw in. Great. And inhale, both arms up. Exhale, bend forward, take a hold of your foot or your ankle. Inhale again. See if you can move the left ribs a little bit towards the right thigh as you exhale, fold. And we slow it down. We go into that kidney energy, which is slow inward. We're still in winter, even though we can feel almost just the beginnings of the possibilities of spring. Great. And then inhale, come on up. Great. And stretch your left leg out. Go ahead and just shake your legs out a little bit, tapping your feet. And then we're going to come right into Baddha Konasana, so soles of the feet together. Go ahead and lift your hips, scoot your sitting bones back. And we'll sit up tall to begin with, right? I've had to really come to a place of acceptance in this pose because it's not as easy as it used to be for me. And so I come in with a sense of gratitude, acceptance. Gratitude for our bodies just as they are, doing their best. Inhale. And then if it feels good, you can go a little deeper in, folding forward. Meeting your body where it is. Yeah. All the little tensions and the tightness and maybe the aches and the pains. And then simultaneously, where does it feel good? Open. Not favoring one or the other, right? So accepting and welcoming all of it in. And we'll inhale. When you're ready, come up and just stretch the legs out to Upavista Konasana. Great, and then inhale. So there's many ways to do this. You can just have your hands out in front and work that length of your spine. You can take your ankles or your big toes and just see what is serving your body best today. Inhale, exhale, fold. Yes.